Hello indie game fans, with even more new releases and updates that you can play right now, with a title or two that are tremendously popular, as well as some free DLC that's worth a play. Let's begin with Atomicrops Reap What You Crow, the first paid DLC for this action roguelite from 2020, following on from Invasive Species, Doom and Bloom, as well as Feline Good. This adds a new playable character in the Crow with a special ability, a new plant and new weapons, which adds more variety to a great game.
They wake us from our nightmares to make us new ones. A descent into a vast underground complex where every resource scavenged might give you one more chance. There's only one rule.
Let us just get in and get out.
Bring it what it wants. Or die.
A very special mention goes to the not-so-indie GTFO, a 4-player co-op first-person shooter, but is more of a stealth-focused horror game rather than an action-packed title like Left 4 Dead, World War Z or Back 4 Blood. This was announced to be releasing out of early access during the Game Awards, and what a journey this has been. Being of note, since it is from some of the people that worked on Payday, but the horror theme is excellently done with fantastic horrific monster designs. The tagline, "Work together or die together," is very apt, so I would recommend that you grab 3 friends and dive in.
Things that we do to deserve such hell. All we know is we'll have to work together, or we'll die together.
Everybody died, but the fun is still dodging the bullet hell, and he is ass-fished. You just died. How do you feel about it?
This video is brought to you by the Crackpet Show, a very violent and gory, cartoony action roguelite, where the premise is that anthropomorphic animals are taking part in a deadly game show.
The rules are super simple. To avoid killing us all, the animals can shoot only while standing still. Victory is secondary to becoming famous.
Interestingly, it is a bullet hell title with a ton of projectiles and has co-op support for up to 4 players, which is not common in this genre. Players can hog the spotlight to get the adoration of fans and to steal the best weapons for themselves, adding a layer of chaos to the entire thing. This also has the tagline "Play Together, Kill Together," which parallels that of GTFO just covered, where of course the inspiration of this game is the equally violent Happy Tree Friends series of animations, and this game is launching today, so check it out if interested.
Defeat bosses in all the seasons and become a legendary celebrity.
I'll not bang on about Siralim Ultimate since I've already talked about this infinitely replayable monster taming RPG plenty of times, often showing up in videos covering the best monster taming games, where this released out of early access earlier this month. I think that this trailer is new as compared to what I've shown previously, but it isn't a quick, snappy trailer, coming in at over 3 minutes, so I've edited it down for your viewing pleasure. I love the variety of monster designs, the castle building and upgrading aspect, as well as the monster breeding, fusion and upgrades, where the Ultimate Edition compiles the lessons learned from the 3 previous entries in the series, making this the definitive edition to get. I've been looking forward to Cleo, A Pirate's Tale for quite a while, since, me being me, of course the pixel art was a draw. This is an adventure game that uses a Zelda-style action-adventure game perspective and is inspired by the old LucasArts adventure games, so you can certainly see the Monkey Island in this. You play as a young girl who embarks on an adventure after finding a strange pirate logbook with its share of mystery, intrigue, puzzles, and even minigames, making this a no-brainer pick. Another update to a bigger game that I think needs a mention is Planet Zoo Europe, the latest paid DLC for the best modern zoo construction game. This added some highly requested new animals by the community, as well as plenty of cosmetics to pretty up your zoo. There is a new scenario as well, set in the Alpine regions, adding even more to a great game. I'll admit, I did kind of write off Propnight since it is one of many Prop Hunt clones on Steam, but it does add a survival horror twist since a horrible villain is hunting you down. If you're not familiar, the regular players can transform into environmental objects, hiding in plain sight to avoid the hunter while accomplishing their own objectives, and it appears that this game has really taken off, with at least 2,000 players on Steam at any one time, so if interested, I would recommend that you get this as soon as possible. A pleasant surprise was the release of Rain on Your Parade DLC, simply titled New Levels and Features, which is pretty self-explanatory. This Schadenfreude simulator has you playing as a mischievous rain cloud, going about ruining people's days, but in a relatively light-hearted and comedic manner due to the cute look. It is similar to Untitled Goose Game in that sense, so more levels are always welcome. Now this game was a surprise to me, since Blue Fire Void Maker is a free spin-off to the 3D action platformer Blue Fire from February this year, where the developers have given players access to the level building tools, encouraging people to make their own devious creations. From the look and vibe of this game, it completely goes against the original, which was a lot more grimdark, where we have donuts and rainbows in this trailer. It does appear that combat has been taken out as well, so I have no idea what the end game for this spin-off is, but a very cool release nonetheless. We have a free update to one of my favourite pixel art indie games of all time in Star Renegades Prime Dimension, the 5th free DLC to this roguelite RPG from last year. This sees you taking the fight to the Imperium homeworld, trying to put an end to the interdimensional tyranny. New monsters, a new ending, and even a new hero are added, so for all the support that this game has been getting, it takes the #1 spot. For more pixel art titles, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.